Welcome back to another video. This time I am going through Reddit again, answering your internet sex questions in hopes that a sex coach like me can come to the internet's aid and answer all these sex questions and fix all your guys' sexual relationships, because there are a lot of weird questions out there and I am on a mission to answer all of them. So let us begin with question number 1. Is it true that men lose attraction to their wives when they're pregnant? No. I don't know where this question came from, where they heard this, but it is not true. It's going to be individual preference whether your partner loses attraction with you, but I think most likely they're not going to if they love you and you created a child together. Like consensually, like it wasn't an accident. And I think even in an accident situation, if you love each other, then you are going to be the most attractive, beautiful thing that they have ever seen, because that is their child and you have created life, and it's such an amazing, beautiful, unique experience. And so no, they're not gonna be disgusted by you. They're gonna almost love you even more, I think. More than they ever thought they ever could. So I wouldn't worry about this if you are a woman and you're worried that your guy is going to all of a sudden be turned off because you're pregnant. No, to me, I think they're going to love you even more than they did before. So there's nothing to worry about. Beyond that, it would be individual preference, but I think it would be extremely rare for a guy not to think that their partner is absolutely amazing when they're pregnant. So yeah, don't worry about that. Question number 2. This is from a female, 25 years old. I am more turned on by porn than I am my boyfriend. And she basically says she watches a lot of porn, and she says she gets about 1/10 as horny with her boyfriend than she does with porn, and it takes her a long time to reach orgasm with her boyfriend. And I wanted to highlight this because we often hear about the problems with porn addiction and porn-induced erectile dysfunction and porn-induced premature ejaculation, and all of these things are male-centric. They're all focused on young men that experience these problems when watching porn. But this problem with porn addiction and the physiological things that it can cause, the damage it can cause, that is not unique to only men. It happens to women too, and it just does different things. Obviously, women can't get erections, so they're not going to have that, but porn will desensitize you to normal sexual stimuli because porn is so incredibly overstimulating. Basically, when you watch porn too much and you get addicted to it and it becomes a normal routine where you're getting sexual gratification from porn, that becomes more exciting and more interesting than real sexual experiences. And the porn experiences are too exciting, so your brain self-regulates and says, I cannot handle this much sexual stimulation in one sitting. So I'm just gonna tone back my sexual response, my dopamine response, my reward response, so that I can cope with this amount of stimulation I'm getting. And what that does is now everything has been self-regulated down. So you see a guy in real life, a normal real world sexual situation, and that is now not that exciting because it's been reduced by porn. You have been desensitized. So I just wanted to say that these things don't only happen to men, these things happen to women as well. So if you find yourself as a girl or a guy watching a lot of porn and then real life sex is problematic, you have issues with it, you can't get aroused, any sort of issues, it is most likely the porn that is causing those issues. So yeah, women don't get enough attention when it comes to porn addiction and all of the bad things that it can cause, but it doesn't discriminate. Alright, so question number 3. What muscles do I need to hit to perform excellent in bed? They say basically they are 24, a virgin, and currently out of shape. So I would say the most important muscles are probably your heart, probably cardiovascular muscles, being able to sustain the activity for a certain period of time. Other than that, it would just be kind of general total body core type stuff. But you don't need to do like specific specific training in order to be better at sex. It's not that hard to do sex. 80 and 90-year-old people have sex fine, so you're going to be fine as a 24-year-old male. In terms of lasting longer, performance issues like lasting longer are usually mentally based. It's usually too much anxiety, too much stress, or even too much body tension where you're just tensing up way too much and even your pelvic floor muscles are just too tensed, and it kind of puts you in almost a pre-ejaculatory state where your whole body is tensed up, and so it's easier for you to reach orgasm and have that ejaculation. And so I would say calm down, relax, take a breath, slow down in sex, and keep your breathing kind of slow and relaxed, and enjoy the experience rather than getting in there all antsy and pounding away like crazy as fast as you can. That's going to make you reach orgasm way sooner than you want to, or your partner wants you to. So that would be my advice. There is no sex specific exercise. People will say Kegels, but they're not that effective. They can be, they can help you out, but it's not like something that you need to do in order to be good at sex. Not everyone that is good at sex does Kegels, so it's not necessary. You should work out just for general health, but sex, it's more about the mind game than the physical game. So try to be present, try to have the courage to dirty talk, and be a loving, stimulating sexual partner. That's going to be more important than you being able to lift your partner above your head and twirl them around on your penis. Question number 4. To the women, strokes. And they go on to say, when having PIV sex, so penetrative sex basically, do you prefer full-length strokes or short/medium strokes? So according to this guy, there are only 2 options of stroking. You can only go full length or short and medium. I guess maybe 3. Short, medium, and full length. You can't grind, you can't do any other things like that. You can't pull out completely, tease your partner a little bit. There is a flaw, a fatal flaw in this question that I'm going to address, and that is that this is, first of all, individual preference, and second of all, you are not considering variety. You don't want to get the opinion of a couple women on Reddit and then think that that is generalizable to every single sexual partner that you could ever meet, and it's all long strokes. And then you're only doing long strokes. So first you are just assuming that everyone likes the same thing, all women like the same kind of penetration, same kind of stroking, and then you're just going to do that stroke your whole sexual life, basically, meaning your sex is going to have no variety whatsoever. To address this issue, I would say ask your partner what they like, what they prefer, and do that. But also, don't forget to add variety. Even if they say they prefer short or medium strokes, throw some long strokes in there too. I mean, you need variety, otherwise your sex life will get boring and stale, and no one wants to have boring, stale sex, do they? It's not exciting, it's not arousing. And those are the most important factors that we want if we want to provide a good sexual experience. We want it to be arousing, we want it to be passionate, we want it to be exciting. We want all these psychological stimulation things to be occurring. That's what's going to make a good sexual experience, not your stroke length. Basically. Anyway, that will do it for this video. I hope you guys learned something from these 4 questions. I definitely want to do more of these, so if you like this, leave me a like, let me know. You can even ask me questions in the comments below. I would love to answer those questions for you guys in a future video. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.